Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to discuss about how we can find the largest fraction, that is within seconds we can find which is the largest fraction among a group of fraction. So first question is 4 by 7, 6 by 7, 1 by 7 and 3 by 7. Here we can see that all the denominators of the fraction are same, that is 7. So in this case, the biggest one will be the fraction with the highest value of numerator. So the highest value of numerator here is 6. So the biggest fraction will be the fraction with the highest value of numerator, that is 6 by 7. And the smallest one will be the one with the lowest value of numerator, that is 1 by 7. So we can find this within seconds. It's very easy. And next question is 5 by 8, 5 by 11, 5 by 6 and 5 by 9. Here we can see that instead of denominator, all the numerators are same, that is 5. So if the numerators are same, then the biggest fraction will be the fraction with the lowest value of denominator. So the biggest fraction will be the one with the lowest value of denominator. Here the lowest value of denominator is 6. So the biggest fraction will be 5 by 6 and the smallest one will be the fraction with the highest value of denominator. Here the highest value of denominator is 11. So the smallest one will be 5 by 11. So this is also very easy method. You can find the largest fraction within seconds. So next question we have is 6 by 5, 7 by 6, 9 by 8 and 11 by 10. So here we can see that the numerators or the denominators are not same. Every fraction is different. So how can we do this one? But we can notice here that all the numerators of each fraction is greater than its denominator. Here 6 is greater than 5, 7 is greater than 6, 9 is greater than 8, 11 is greater than 10. So all the numerators are greater than denominator. So if all the numerators are greater than the denominator and also the difference between the numerator and the denominator is a fixed number, it should be a fixed number, that is here the difference is 1, here also the difference is 1, 9 minus 8 is 1, 11 minus 10 is 1. So each fraction, the difference between the numerator and denominator is a fixed number and also the numerator is greater than denominator. In that case, the fraction with smaller numbers will be the biggest fraction. The fraction with the smaller numbers will be the biggest fraction. So here the fraction with the smallest numbers is 6 by 5. 6 is less than other numerators and 5 is less than other denominators. So the number with the smaller numbers will be the biggest fraction. So 6 by 5 is the biggest fraction. And the smallest fraction will be the fraction with bigger number. Fraction with bigger number will be the smallest. So here it is 11 by 10. So you can find out the largest or the smallest fraction by just looking at the fractions. That is, you can find it within seconds. So this is a shortcut. So you just need to confirm that all the numerators are greater than denominator and also the difference is a fixed number. Next question is 4 by 6, 1 by 3, 9 by 11 and 7 by 9. So here you can see that we don't have any similar numerators, similar denominators. But here we can see that all the denominators are greater than numerators. 6 is greater than 4, 3 is greater than 1, 11 is greater than 9, and 9 is greater than 7. And also the difference between them is a fixed number, that is 6 minus 4, 2, 3 minus 1, 2, 11 minus 9, 2, 7 minus 9, 2. So here denominator is greater than numerator. And also the difference between them is a fixed number. So in that case, the biggest fraction will be the fraction with bigger numbers. So here the fraction with bigger numbers is 9 by 11. So 9 by 11 is the biggest fraction among this one. So biggest fraction is the fraction with bigger numerators and denominators, and smallest fraction will be the fraction with smallest numerators and denominators. So this is also a very easy method. You can solve it within seconds. So smallest one will be the one with the smallest numbers, that is 1 by 3. So if you get a number of fractions to find the largest fraction, you can check if any of these 4 methods do apply or not. Okay, next question is 5 by 4, 4 by 3, 2 by 3 and 6 by 5. So here you can see that 2 of them have similar denominators. So if they have a similar denominators, I have already told the one with the highest value of numerator will be the largest. So among 4 by 3 and 2 by 3, 4 by 3 is greater than 2 by 3. So we can rule out 2 by 3. Now we need to consider 5 by 4, 4 by 3 and 6 by 5. Here you can see that each numerator is greater than the denominator. 5 is greater than 4, 4 is greater than 3 and 6 is greater than 5, and their difference is also a fixed number, that is 1. So if the numerator is greater than the denominator and their difference is a fixed number, then the biggest fraction will be the fraction with smaller numbers. So here the biggest fraction is the one with the smaller numbers, that is 4 by 3. So 4 by 3 is the largest fraction. So you can apply more than one method. We have already looked into 4 cases. You can use more than one case to solve to find the largest fraction, and all these methods are so easy that you can solve it within seconds. Next question is 2 by 3, 7 by 8, 9 by 11 and 8 by 5. So here you can see that there isn't any similar numerators or similar denominators, and also the difference between them, here it is. Here the numerator is less than denominator, that is denominator is greater than numerator. Here also the denominator is greater than numerator. Here also the denominator is greater than numerator. But in this case, numerator is greater than denominator. So we cannot consider this with other fractions. But here you can see that the difference are also not same, because here it is 1. Here it is also 1, but here it is 2. So this number also you cannot, both numbers you cannot consider using the 4 cases we have considered. But you can find which of these 2 is bigger, either 2 by 3 or 7 by 8. Since their denominators are greater than numerators, then the biggest fraction will be the fraction with the bigger numbers. So 7 by 8 is actually greater than 2 by 3. So we can rule out the case of 2 by 3. Now we have only 7 by 8, 9 by 11 and 8 by 5. So actually these numbers do not fit into any of the cases we have gone through. So how we will solve it? Actually this method is also very easy. You just cross multiply. First find either which number is bigger among these two. Just cross multiply. 8 into 9 is 72. 11 into 7 is 77. So the one with the biggest product will be the biggest fraction. So 7 by 8 is greater than 9 by 11. So we can rule out the case of 9 by 11. Now we need to find only 7 by 8 and 8 by 5, which is bigger. Again, we can cross multiply. 5 into 7 is 35. 8 into 8 is 64. So the one with the largest product is 8 by 5. So 8 by 5 is the largest fraction in this group. So this is also a very easy method. If all those 4 cases are not found here, just cross multiply. You can do it within seconds. Just cross multiply and the one with the highest product will be the largest fraction. Next question is 8 by 10 or 12 by 15, which is greater. Here you can see that actually we can reduce this fraction to a smaller fraction so that it becomes easy for us to compare. 8 by 10 can be reduced as 2 into 4 and 2 into 5, that is 4 by 5. Similarly, 12 by 15 can be reduced as 3 into 4, 3 into 5, which is equal to 4 by 5. Actually, both fractions are equal. 8 by 10 is equal to 12 by 15. Next question. 3 by 5, 4 by 7, 8 by 9 and 9 by 11. So here you can find that numerator is greater than denominator is greater than numerator in this case. Here also denominator is greater than numerator. In both these cases, here also denominator is greater than numerator. Here also denominator is greater than numerator. So all the cases denominator is greater than numerator. But we also require the condition that their difference must be a specific number. Here the difference is 2, here the difference is 3, here the difference is 1 and here again the difference is 2. So we can only compare 3 by 5 and 9 by 11 with the method we have used earlier, where that is when the denominators are greater than the numerators and their difference is a fixed number, then the number with the big fraction with the bigger number will be the bigger. So 9 by 11 is the fraction with the bigger number. So 9 by 11 is greater than 3 by 5. So we can rule out the case of 3 by 5. Now we have 9 by 11, 4 by 7 and 8 by 9. Now which fraction is bigger among these three? So we can use the cross multiply method here because we don't have any other 4 cases we have seen earlier. So we can use the cross multiplication. 9 by 11 and 4 by 7. 11 into 4, 44. 7 into 9, 63. So still 9 by 11 is greater than 4 by 7. So we can rule out the case of 4 by 7. Now among 9 by 11 and 8 by 9, which is bigger? 11 into 8 is 88. 9 into 9 is 81. So 8 by 9 is the biggest fraction among this group. Next question is 7 by 8, 8 by 10 and 3 by 4. Here we can see that we can actually reduce the second fraction as 4 by 5. 8 by 5 can be 8 by 10 can be reduced to 4 by 5. So it will become easier for us to find the largest fraction. So here we can see that the denominator is greater than the numerator. Here also the denominator is greater than the numerator. Denominator is greater than the numerator, and in each case the difference is 1. So it becomes very easy. So when the denominator is greater than the numerator and when the difference is a fixed number, then the biggest fraction will be the number with the biggest values of numerator and denominator. So here 7 by 8 will be the biggest fraction. Now, next question. 7 by 9, 3 by 14, 13 by 15, 7 by 8. So here we have two fractions with same numerators, that is 7 by 9 and 7 by 8. So if they have the same numerator, then the biggest fraction will be the fraction with the lowest value of denominator. So here the lowest value of denominator is 8. So 7 by 8 is greater than 7 by 9. So we can rule out the case of 7 by 9. Next we need to consider only 7 by 9. Sorry, 7 by 8, 3 by 14, 13 by 50. So how do we find largest fraction among these two? Actually, they don't have any of the conditions we used to find. So we can use only the cross multiplication method. So first we can find among 7 by 8 and 3 by 14. 8 to 3, 24. 14 into 7, 98. So this is the fraction with the largest product. So 7 by 8 is greater than 3 by 14. So next we need to find among 7 by 8 and 13 by 15. So 8 into 13, 104. 15 into 7, 105. So still 7 by 8 is the largest fraction among the group. So I think I have solved enough questions so that you can understand how we can find the largest fraction among a group of fraction. You can even use the same method to arrange the fractions in ascending or descending order, which is also useful for many exams. So you can actually do this within few seconds. It's very easy method. You don't need to find the LCM and convert it to the fractions with same denominators and all. You can just look into it and find it. And only in some cases you need to do some small multiplications. So it's very easy to do this method. I hope this method was useful for you. Please like, share and subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you.